Junior Khanye and Tso Vilakazi as well. A very, very eventful week for South Africa because we got to see Bafana Bafana being drawn in a group against 3 other teams, which we'll talk about in a bit as well. Now, what is this about? It's about the African Cup of Nations, which will play in Ivory Coast next year in 2023. Kuzomeleke Bafana Bafana qualify with group in Liberia, a group in Zimbabwe, ne group in Morocco. Again, I'll repeat that. Bafana Bafana kuzomele qualify with group in Liberia, in Zimbabwe, in Morocco. The top 2 is ongenake kumncintiswano we African Cup of Nations. Got 2023 next year. Top 2, number 1, no number 2, kuleyo group leyo. Bafana Bafana in that group. We'll talk about that and so many more things as well. Of course, there's no bigger story in South Africa bigger than Stuart Baxter being dismissed from Kaiser Chiefs as a Kaiser Chiefs coach. Of course, the statements are always saying siyathandana sesidecide ukuthi ke sihlukane kodwa ke asilwi, but the long and short of it is that Stuart Baxter is no longer the coach at Kaiser Chiefs. That's why we've already started with your voice notes, which are coming in still la Massiv Metro 064-525-0513. Tso Vilakazi, Junior Khanye, gentlemen, welcome to the show. Tso kunjani mfethu?
Mr. Ngeke mfethu uyaphila?
Ndiyaphila so.
Yeah, mfethu no, kuhle
Umdala
mfethu
so.
bana. Yeah, ngikhulile.
Unabantwana so.
Yeah, ubaba. Ubaba ndoda abantwana bayakhala, abantwana ubaba makahleli nje angenzi lutho baba.
Mr. So.
Akubulise nawo uchairman wethu.
Faka imali zobona.
Ayikho enye indlela. Ayikho enye indlela uchairman lona wale D-Town.
Yeah.
Bayazi D-Town east. Bayazi D-Town.
Iqalile.
Bulise la Justice, bulise Drake.
Drizzy.
Ngibulise na nemakhaya cela support njalo la Massiv radio. So ibeka njengoba injalo futhi angijiki.
Mfaka Khanye kuhle?
My name is Thank you kunjani?
Ngiyazamela
ndoda. Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Mthobitho.
Oy.
Wena lengwenye two drugs Justice.
Steezy.
Yeah, our listeners abasibuke abasimamele enkululeko thina we reality we tell the truth. Akuliwa nabantu sikhuluma iqiniso obvious ukubonisana mariqiniso siyazi ukuthi kuya kuphinde kube yes or no, but thina reality ukuthi silibeka njengoba ninjalo.
It's a very tough weekend for South African teams kwi-African competition. Besilana last weekend Orlando Pirates ishayiwe Simba wakhala uMandla Ncikazi nge-treatment indlela yokuphathwa abantu base-Tanzania yashaywa na Sundowns away from home. So that's going to be something that we'll touch on towards the end of the show as well. Those are the matches that we'll be bringing you la Idiski TV. Of course, in the show on Massiv Metro, as I said from the beginning, Bafana being drawn in that group. Gents, you're feeling Liberia number 149 in the world. They are struggling as a country. Abanamali Gyaliwa sometimes Israel George Weah, a former player of the year. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Chelsea, and so many other teams as well. But they struggle as a country. It's the same country that Anthony Laffour comes from. There's Zimbabwe there who are no FIFA for government interference, but they might be, by the time Slalana Boguma qualifiers later this year, they might be part of the group, or they could be banned as well. Kune Morocco lapo, we know Uguchi Morocco obviously are better than us. What was your feeling so when you saw the draw on Tuesday? Does it look like a group that we can be able to get out of?
I'm worried. Yeah, you know why I'm worried? It's truly izim ingenama international players. It's truly 2. So yes, Morocco. Maybe people was in Morocco. Those guys have got international players. Players abadlala in France, Portugal. They've got quality. And if Baba Bonine and Afcon la, they've shown it's a good team when it comes to my tactics. They're very good. In Liberia, maybe we can get away. Maybe we can get away. But I still think we still have a lot of things that we need to do in our national team.
Okay, so that's your feeling. Mr. Khanye, your initial feeling when you saw that draw?
I mean, not even exciting, not even... We should be banned because I couldn't understand what yes, we understand isiqeda ukuthi singaqualify manje besine hope ku World Cup ukuthi kula qualifying against Ghana.
Yeah.
Ukuthi World Cup we could go probably njenge Ghana nayile. Mayazi inkinga bekuphi wena Khululeko. Senzeni after masiqeda uphuma. Because noma ngabe sesathi siyalungisa ngalesikhashanyana esincane esigaba. Because umzansi as we speak sine hope usihleli, there's nothing that we're fixing. One is still the same coach. The coach that has failed us is still there. Second is going to continue with those players. Another thing, TSTV Premiership, we need to be honest, aiko grand. A standard of football, aiko right. Two big teams in South Africa, they've not been doing well. We expect two standards of football to be high. The coach that Sundowns is the only team in South Africa, top 3, that is doing well, but the coach doesn't believe in those players. So, inkinga enkulu South African football big ngapha kunama case abhiza seqonzima kakhulu anescale emphakathi. We need to be realistic. Kune case ekumele ngabe dala phela, so balungiseni ukuthi ngaba excited ngala qualification ngala qualifying. So there's nothing ekumele is excited with South Africa. We need to know ukuthi they are so participator, yes, but you'll be out simple ngoba definitely Zimbabwe cannot beat them. They are very fluid.
Well, we played against them. Kulama qualifiers la Ghana.
They didn't have a full squad. They're still saying he's making a point. International players they were not there in Kule. We need to be honest. And they were moving alama player lawa kabang ebana this squad. Pelukama couldn't look like he wanted to score that game. And I mean aguna lang mon he could score. Mhlambi interest bese pelile ukuthi ayaxins out. But Kule truly speaking Ghana Zimbabwe sidlo 1-0. It was a draw here, ne?
Yeah, away it was a draw and then come here
1-0.
Yeah.
But truly speaking, if you watch the game, even nale 1-0, askhume ngala home ngeke away. We struggling against the Ghana. Morocco is making the point lapha ngesilungu. No.
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple. In the Morocco, we know that they are better than us.
Zimbabwe
they are ranked better than us. Zimbabwe they banejive ukuthi kumele baxoxe no FIFA because there was government interference. Government was Zimbabwe. Any government in the world maga interfere nebhola. FIFA uyakubhena. So they are still appealing nani. So it's possible babakhuphile kwi-draw emnqwazini we were in the same group, but it's possible that by the time we play those qualifiers maybe they may not be allowed.
So South Africa might go through because of Ghana.
Because Zimbabwe
ubani wenze le draw la thina khona mele kube bunolo thume malini manje
Junior
we going backwards.
Okay, since I didn't rate you machita ne, we need to pay the bills. When we come back from that, we'll continue with the conversation a little bit, and of course we'll hear from you via the voice notes live on Massive Metro.
There's so much to love about Home Choice blankets, and now there's a blanket for everyone in your family. Buy 2 Home Choice mink blankets and get a 3rd free for moms, kids, and babies. Order now and get blankets your whole family will love. SMS your ID number to 30927 and we'll contact you. That's 30927. Or order now at homechoice.co.za. T's and C's apply.
Nkululeko my brother, manibulise wena, ndibulise uJunior, ndibulise uTso Bhitso, Mabharhaza. Nkululeko iChiefs incedile imgxothe uStuart Baxter. Hayi plamba leya, akazi nix. Bancedile bamgxothe ingase baqashe uKevin Johnson. Okanye bathathe uDendens okanye uBenny McCarthy. Enkosi.
Sawubona Nkululeko my brother, nawe Junior Khanye. It was a great decision by management the Chiefs yokuxosha uBaxter and nokumele bangamhire from the first place, but anyways ngiyabonga ukuthi bamxoshile. Nyayezwa abantu bayakhuluma bathi Atazwane and Dylan Shepard, they are good coaches, but for now for mina they are not ready coach iChiefs. iChiefs kumele ilande ama-assistant abayi-2 okuDendens Malisela na noXholo Siyema bamxoshile Golden Arrows. Then i-head coaches idayilande Kevin Johnson no-Eric Tinkler acede i-management kumele ithembe i-coaching staff ikhiphe imali for i-transfer window le ezayo makuphela i-season acede iChiefs will be one of the best teams e-PSL right now. Ngiyabonga.
Shosho Nkululeko. Jimi mutokwa kama butokwa veki le veki. a re na ma-parents nkele ke re kwatile mane e re sanya go bona pasta a be kwa nyothorenana ta 3 season banna ba re nya go bona ba kwatile ba jewa every day eish a re a trabe pasta a tuile man because re nyaka banna ba ba lose nkole kwa sharp team utokwa ka mutokwa.
This is Brian Spider-Man Baloy, and you're listening to Massive 11, Mecca of football lovers.
All right, welcome back to Massive 11 and Massive Metro. That's dope. That's nice. And I've seen a lot of Orlando Pirates fans and Sundowns fans saying that they wish Baxter can stay so that Chiefs can continue to lose. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us on Massive Metro. Massive Metro, MASSIVMETRO, MassiveMetro.com. If you want to hear the full audio, clean, live with Tso Vilakazi and Junior Khanye, and behind the scenes, Offensive Pile High and Justice Chabalala. Bafana Bafana, very last point on this. Of course, we'll talk about Baxter because that's the biggest news now over the last 24 hours. Mina, I was saying to you guys, Uguti, it's possible that Singane Morocco, ne Bafana Bafana, ne Liberia on that group, if Zimbabwe by Pena. Because any country in the world, Umangabe government, Uti say lana because you guys are eating money, Mark Value Association, then UFIFA Uti, okay, in the meantime, send Vala Nani for 2 years or whatever. So there is an appeal from Zimbabwe, but it's possible, Uguti, from that group, you could have Bafana Bafana and Morocco coming through, or we could struggle against Liberia, which I was saying to people, Uguti, if Hugo Bros is continuing to be stubborn, just like you were saying as well, Uguti unekrach, and if he continues to pick players not based on performance, we are going to continue to see the problems. Junior?
Yeah, you cannot ignore these Sundowns players. As we speak, they are going to play quarter-final, the Champions League, and then Ulandama player that they're not even in the top 8 in TSTV Premiership. Nkulumanga Bonyeko Mobi, their team, they're very struggling. Nkulumanga players that
Ethan is in relegation. Ethan Brooks.
Evidence
Mahopa.
And then Mfano Fumado Kaiser Chiefs number 4. Goalkeeping Umbiza Bafana Bafana. 18 Mfano Brooks right relegation zone. Not even playing regularly. So now we are going to the child we go Tembazwane. Angazwe ngithola yena uKhemiti Rasmus lo noma ngabe yambiza makangena iscore. So ngulule ku disaster. As you making a point, this coach is stubborn. Mara is killing the country. Now in America around the coach, I heard Owen was appointed as Skukune yesterday. Mhlolo. America around Mhlolo. So Stuart was about to coach Paris. It means it's not expecting njalo. So how are we going to improve in South African football?
Yeah.
We also, I think he has made one day school malape studio. Ati, yabona lama coach abo Kirkland says sometimes you tend to point at them. Ne? But in order for him to get experience, can you point him? Now I guys prove it, and these coaches about figure in America around the Celtics, I international coach getting paid imale paya ama overrated by media and stuff, but he's doing nothing in country. Bego Ernest I for 3 seasons I'm gonna span middle job. But that guy is struggling. That guy there's nothing influence idea South African football.
All right, bring it back to Bafana Bafana. You think they can, with the final point, we'll see Guma qualifiers, but just now, as it stands, Umangabe group, Kune Morocco, Kune Zimbabwe, Liberia, and Bafana Bafana, do you think we can get a top 2 to go to AFCON?
In Tezo Morocco will go through. Liberia South Africa because we're not ready. Yeah, we're selecting players that they don't deserve there. Because these teams, they are Sifana na in the team Petro. When we were judging them playing against Kaiser Chiefs, we thought they are swag. But some countries, they don't wait for Guza Gube late. Yes, this time now, kuna makantri Brazil mina nakude AFCON kuleko. There were countries ebengawabhekanga ngabona abo Cameroon, ngenza example neGabon, cabanga iGabon esekeli Cameroon. Gabon ngisabrazil the way they tactical discipline, energetic and as a team. So Liberia ngamangazi izela manje is very very strong in South Africa. What are they doing?
All right, Bafana can they get out of that group?
Mr. Nkeo. Uphume group yini ngoba udlala ukora win. Tina, we're just adding a number so far.
Genuinely speaking, with these 4 teams, so do you think we are the 4th worst team in that group? Asinobahlula.
So lolu number 4 neLiberia. Izim why ngisho kanjalo izim kuleko they've got international players. And when they've got all international players badlala, izim they play good football and they win. So thina basihlule ngama local players. So umasoba face international players
but they were playing local players.
Yes. So and then we had our best players at that time compared to Izim. Izim didn't have their best players because they were away. So we had our best players, but Izim 1-0. So just imagine they've got their all international players against us with the best. Lessenayo yama players are relegation. Ama team ama players amanye ama team nawadlali nkuleko sometimes yazi mina ngilomuntu nokuthanda ukuthi aboniswe yabona and get the knowledge. If I'm wrong, please correct me bafethu. As a coach ku national team, you need to select players according to the performance.
Based on performance, always.
But now uBrooks nangu ukulandela ama players angadlali. How do you justify that? Umuntu uvuma akadlali ku Chiefs. Bafana. Umvala is at the regular at Sundowns. Uyamselecta wena. Uselect uMakhopa, he's not scoring team yakhe lenzansi. Unang umfana lona uBrooks we TS Galaxy, he is struggling eteamini ukudlala. So I'm trying to understand kuleko ukuthi a game le France ingibonise a picture of us going down in football in South Africa. In that lineup, in defense, we had Ulontuzana lo Mashiko, Cape Town City. We had Ulontuzana Uqulu. We had to Sibi lo we Arrows. Just imagine. Just imagine playing against players abadlala la ku PSG, that players that are on form my team now, and then when they're gonna come umuntu ongadlala.
All right, so your feeling is that Bafana is not going to qualify?
No, I don't see it.
You guys are making me sad now. All right, anyways, that's your thoughts then. We'll come back from the break and we'll look into Stuart Baxter, Kaiser Chiefs, and everything else happening this past week.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Questa. Mr. Hyena.
Yes, sir.
And you're listening to Massive Metro. Stay tuned.
Sometimes in life, you're faced with a question. Do I go big or do I go home? For those times you choose to go big, there's Reboost Blackcurrant Flavored Energy Drink with Double Shot Guarana. Show us you decided to go big by sharing a photo of yourself with a can of Reboost Blackcurrant Flavored Energy Drink with Double Shot Guarana. And tag us using the hashtag #DoubleShotBig and you could win 2,000 Rand.
Here comes the money.
Every day, Monday to Friday. All entries go into a grand prize draw to win Reboost Energy for a year. T's and C's apply. Reboost Blackcurrant Flavored Energy Drink with Double Shot Guarana for when it's time to go big.
Hi, this is Dr. Muruti, a super producer from Pretoria.
You're listening to Massive Metro.
Hello guys. This is Raymond from Deep Float. On my opinion, I feel like I think it's a good idea for Chiefs to part ways with Stuart Baxter. Looking at how we have been fielding out his players, he was afraid of going out with attacking-minded players, and now I feel like players are healthy mentally. They will Atazwan and Dylan Shepard, they will give the players confidence. Those guys are still young. They have the mentality of modern day football. I feel like Stuart Baxter was old and afraid to field players who are switchable for a certain match or for that fixture that you are going to face. So I feel like it's a good thing that Kaizer Chiefs parted ways with Stuart Baxter.
Nkululeko my brother kunjani? Khuluma nomfundiso Machi le eHarding. Ngithi mina Nkululeko ukuhamba kwa Stuart Baxter lapha Kaizer Chiefs. Indaba ezinhle kubalandeli beChiefs. and ngifisa a replace ngu-Atazwane. Kodwa ke ukureplace kwakhe ngu-Atazwane ngiyazi futhi angizulindela lukhulu, angizulindela lutho. Angizulindela lutho, soqhubeka sibe iqembu leli elidlalela ukungena ku-top 8, angeke sesiwine emakhaphu, angeke sesiwine league, soqhubeka nje sibe ilento eyiyona. Noma engareplace ubani kodwa bengifisa mina a replace u-Atazwane.
Yeah, Nkululeko, my brother. Ngokunokwam andiyo i-support ye-Kaizer Chiefs, but i-football yeah into endiphila ngayo. I'm a Orlando Pirates fan, but for me it's a good decision, bro. It's a good decision. And ndingavuya like if banganikeza yena uZwane i-chance, yabo, banikeze yena uZwane i-chance to like i-fans ze-Chiefs zange ziphatheke kakuhle the time bemdropha kwi-finali umjida, yabo, zange bafile right.
Hi, I'm Lucky Pindamzara Lekwati, the former Orlando Pirate captain. You are listening to Massive 11, the mecca of football lovers.
All right, welcome back to Massive 11 and Massive Metro. My name is Gurule Kunkeu, Justice Chabalala, Offensive Player High, Tso Vilakazi, and Junior Khanye. Thank you so much for those voice notes. Keep them as short as possible because we have around 100. As you can imagine as well, Uguti, this is a big story. It's Stuart Baxter. Over the last 24 hours, we got to know and find out Uguti he's no longer the coach at Kaiser Chiefs. Gentlemen, I want to ask you something very, very interesting. When I woke up this morning, social media, Uguti, le league lena njengoba sikhuluma kuyi league yamakhesela. Kulama intern. League. Can you mention a couple of the coaches who are interns, the two of you? Just please help me. My coaches are my interim coaches between now and the end of the season.
Kulego one, lapha kuMazulu. Uthe laphaya.
Interim coach until the end of the season.
Yeah, manje sejoine le club le yakhona abulo Ntuzana. Atazwane no Dylan Shepherd.
Okay, just hold it there. Amazulu, Kaiser Chiefs, interim coaches.
Pirates.
I'm interns now.
Yeah, Fatlu and they never said they are coaches and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yeah, true.
Azanga Baba announced I'm a permanent coaches, yes. But they keep on writing which I'm a coaches.
Yeah,
but they said
we need to be honest.
There will be co-coaches. So officially and factually, Chipa United has an interim coach, Amazulu interim coach, Kaizer Chiefs interim coach. I think I can count Iparates Lapo interim coach. Mapudi Kanyeza is also an interim coach. That's 5 Golden Arrows. And then 6 Supersport United interim coach. So we league Makesela No, they didn't fire a coach Utiba replace Bambela. Co-coach. We co-coach, just like at Sundowns. But he co-coach, something like that.
What you understand need to if Bafana adopt Santa, they must do it properly. Some people they adopt just.
Yeah, so it's very interesting that I don't think, because I was thinking about it yesterday to myself. Yes, Sbanane Gudala with this South Africa, but I don't think there was ever a time in the league where there's 6 different clubs. As in interim coaches, wonke umuntu ibambela amakhesela kuma internships ku DStv Premiership. Now ngangena ku TS Galaxy.
Ngifakeni nami ngene nami ninginike chance ngibone ukuthi ngenzani. Kuleko it's worrying.
I mean, there's only 5 matches left, so I didn't want you guys to analyze this because there's only 5 matches left. Yeah, but it's understandable in some instances.
There 5 games. So ngabanye abo coach I decider impilo zabo. Leyo 5 games there. Omunye bamtshela ukuthi ndodo waluza nje 3 kulo 5 games uhambile. So nathi singathatha ichance ukunike nje i5 nje lama game ubone ukuthi ngeke kunike something na. Kuleko I'm worried if we're gonna have ama team angaka and sibe nama interim coaches, something is wrong somewhere. Whether we lose touch or we want to change but we don't know how to change. Ikhona lento abafuna ukuyenza but abazi bafuna ukwenzani, because kuleko one I'm saying mina, it's time for change. Let's not sicabanga ngayi-2 ufakele inyawo laka right ufake naka left mara ufuna ukuhamba kundlela ezi-2 eyenzansi neyaphezulu. There's no way you're gonna walk. So you need to decide.
What are you saying, so?
I'm saying ukuthi ngalento le yama interim we don't know kahle kahle sifunani, because if you want a coach, have a coach. Say this is a person who's going to coach the team for a season or 2. That's it. It should be like that, because now the interim must he prepare a team for somebody else, must he continue with his players, somebody else will come.
But it's very clear, so but it go back until the end of the season.
Okay.
We'll get someone else.
Okay, Gulego. But now the thing is, where we go with our football, because somebody else that is going to come, then for the color parts.
Yeah, for me, I'm only for the wrong reasons. They put their money without understanding a game. They listen to anyone. There's a lot of agents in South Africa, coaches, but manager, agent, manager, coach with players, same time. Manager, coach, manager, and I'm a player.
Yeah.
So why must he leave those players without having a team, whether it's good or not? So when is that coach sign a Massiv, whatever, a manager was an example, like just making an example. Mike Makap, you will leave. Can you leave Mike Makap and those players are
if they share the same manager?
They will never do that. And then are they good enough to be there? Angazwentol. Agents, nama unangena ngama wrong reason. Uyambiza le coach uthi ufuna asize club mhlambe itholakala ku top 8 une material njani. Lo muntu lo uzofuna one ukaplya iphilosophy yakhe, uzobuild istructure, uzofuna ukuthi mhlambe apply ne philosophy yakhe, but those players bazomana wana. We understand kuba iproblem kakhulu by the time besomnika na 8 games. So by the time atiqala team ya link ya click at you complain ku technical team, but look ngoba ama owner ezutho kasho is making a point. Nyamuzwa just let mina bengamphendulela kancane makathi they need to decide, ama owner they need to decide ukuthi bafuna coach abona or they must by allow ma coach ukuthi coach, because I feel good by involve kakhulu. Manga check iChippa United, there are many players abahleli lapho without the impact mara bahleli iminyaka kunombejani.
It's actually very it's interesting because as you mentioned iChippa, uMorgan Mamela the CEO usebenchini manje.
Uyangibamba ukuthi nyaphi inkuleko.
So part of the technical team usebenchini mayidla.
Coach awu maphisa abantu ngibonile.
CEO njalo le.
So nkululeko ilento engikutshela yona ifanele ukuthi kube nama interim coach. They don't trust those coaches. Kunama agent behind apushe ukuthi if animsigned ukuthi ama player wethu aqalayo lapha kulama team ayi4 starting 11 our renew contract, but okay it's imnike simbona ile nto ama agent ngithi ngiyalapho, and with these owners angene epolini ngama wrong reasons bafuna kuba involve abasafuna ukuthi ima team wabo coach by ama coaches, kanti why kunama courses ama coach mele ayo qualifying staff having papers babe bahlale bench imniki mandate, and then makathi ufuna 1 2 3 4 ulandele into ayifuna bese umjudge according to our results.
Right.
But it's no longer like that in South Africa.
There you go. Stuart Baxter no longer the coach at Kaiser Chiefs. Junior Khanye, your reaction please.
Bekayapi where was it going? Yazi nkuleka ivar ukuthi mina ngizoyiphendula very simple. Lengwenya bengamelanga bayibize la is lucky to last isikhathi eside kangaka. Like I said, mina ithimbe ka wina ngayo lama trophy wonke. uStuart winning ngeteam bedlala i2010, those players they could do it without even having a coach ebenchini, ngoba uPaka xa beku right back World Cup, Khune was the best World Cup, left back uTshepo Masilela was the best left back World Cup, ngikhuluma kupe Pereira Tawa nayo Mashamayite beba ma center back kuba World Cup, uyeye uSphiwe Shabalala Parker, those players they were best. Ngikhuluma ku World Cup selector i first 11 eqalayo, so ku DStv Premiership ubani bengeba muhle. So with fans, we understand that they went top, HB Vuma, experienced players, they could do it without having a coach. Now why can't take out the best out of those players? The guy mangabi will understand that Klipola, their team be correct on my defender, layer 2010. A team can create that much. he couldn't allow we bedlala transition. A big team like Kaizer Chiefs can't play a transition. Bafethu ngeke. Mina according to mina ngeke. Kunale okay sharp you can do it to surprise my opponent. Kuna moment game yak allow ukuthi manje nyaba balele ithimba. You understand? But you can't rely on that. Set pieces we emphasize ile makafika ngesikhathi winile kama goal be my 9 or 10 11 they were scored by set pieces, which is wrong. Abantu bajabula set pieces anybody's ball. I'm sorry kusho so he never believe in youngsters. Ngesikhathi laphi academy Kaizer Chiefs didn't work. Mina according to mina ngisakuphindela uStuart ba right bamvayisi, but the problem yabo still again isahleli ngoba inkinga iKaizer Chiefs ayiqala ngoStuart. Ngitshela enye into Nkuleko last time ngibuza ngithi uTed when he left he signed players according to his philosophy. uTed uyakwazi coach Emmanuel Skara ngobese makahamba umushini has failed to coach Skara no NS they let those players go no Gerrit Skalvik makahamba uTed balethu NS makafika waqhaqha yonke le nto because he couldn't play belingasukhulethi ibhola naye beka speed ama set piece futhi yena ama set piece and then kuzo Solinas West no idea kanzanga neku free stars you bring it, does he understand the team that Steve unfortunate because of development there was no body supply efana nokuthi kube nespark njengo Mushin no Ted bekuno Farouk lapha abuchabu babuya la bona bukhune Gerald Sibeko Nhlanhla bo Isaac Steve ufike lapha development bombona bekazifaka lentwana but bezingamniki bona bo George they were ordinary. We need to be honest. Ngikhuluma abo Libisi. So truly speaking lo NS to tema bambuyisa bese ofrembek dala lo muntu ube disaster makamba uTed. I technical team now Butso is making a good point. Ibhola impilo generally yashintsha. I'm glad they appoint Junior Kaizer ngidlale naye, he knows the football. But he can't do it alone. Can they bring somebody knowledgeable ku technical team engeka saba ukuthatha ama decision ebazomjudge according to sponsor sakhe abambisane naye nomfana Junior Kaizer. Ibhola mayifuni energy mangocheck uRulani we can point him as much as we can but is very aggressive ingwenya, always willing to learn. Angeke uzocoach emalokishini ongafuni ukufunda cause is learning lapha uyathanda kathanda kayanga nje kunezinye ingwenye eziphiwe la uyafunda uRulani. And for sure reality even Pito said ukuthi uRulani is hardworking and now uyambona nomahleli betini he's always writing. We can point him yes Kuleko but ubani okwenza kula ma big team ngikhuluma ku Chiefs and Pirates those things ukwenza research ukuthi ibhola lashintsha linje ngoba bazokushaya we like it or not we can say into about modern football or what but bazokushaya. And then mawunga check if we can be honest Kaizer Chiefs there's using the same le methods bebayisebenzisa ngazi nini sisedana they still using it. And it's not gonna work, bro. I'm sorry, bazokushaya uthi uyayi-apply ugcina uhlangahlangana iground ugcwala lonke ufaka iplayer lesi-12 eground.
All right, Mr. So you were talking about very good points by Junior there. You were talking about the timing of the firing. You were not against the firing as you were telling me, but ukosha umuntu ngolosine oluze ngomgqibelo you have 5 days to make that decision. Does it show ukuthi there is a problem in a decision-making process at Kaizer Chiefs? They should have decided when the fans were rioting, basically Baxter must go against the SuperSport on Saturday. Why do you leave Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and not make that decision and make it Thursday?
That's why ngisho ngithi no problem with football too much. When are we gonna take decisions like this and not giving the interim coaches a fair platform? Something is wrong somewhere because they had time. Sunday they can do it Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, or Sunday evening, and then Monday, and then these coaches prepare a team ezodlala kusasa. Right now, Kulego, you in a week, you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 3 days to prepare a team. In a week, most of the weekend, you've got 3 days. The malanga lawa manya ithwasele suwa malanga nje finish up, the other one stretching lapha a day before the game because there's nothing that you can do a day before the game. So now njobo banike izile ke bona ke ukuthi abalungisa team namhlanje bayadlala kusasa ufuna benzini konke bazoyishintsha na in that team. The only thing that they can only do to this boys is to give them confidence to go in and play, but other than that if I don't go it's a lose already because now ufuna not till bashavule in bakhipha ungezani bafaka umatho it's late it's late Nkululeko emidlilini laphana benze njani bakhiphe uKholo Alexander bafake uBakazi or bakhiphe uNangi. So all those things they play a part when you need to prepare a team, because you need to be sure with the players that you're going to put in that lineup, and the players that abazoba lapha ebenchini ukuthi when you've got a problem, you know ukuthi one can come in and solve that problem. But now
ultimately, was it the right decision? Besides the timing, was it the right decision to fire Baxter?
No, it was. But they are not really late. But it's kind of says Baxter. So that's a good decision.
Well, there you go. We'll play some of your voice notes when we come back from the break. You're listening to Massive Metro, MASSIVMETRO. You're listening to us on Facebook, on YouTube, and online on Massive Metro as well. We have thousands and thousands of people watching us. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying the conversations as well.
Hey guys, this is Lisa Mbali, and you're listening to Massive Metro.
It's time to feel the quality, the control, the variety, to feel Africa. It's time to go premium free. 25 channels, everything from comedy, lifestyle, reality, sport, kids, and blockbusters, with access to 200 more. Free forever. No cost, no subscription. Take the next step. Tune in and just watch. It's that easy. Start watching premium free today. Why pay? Just watch.
It's your boy Chad, the Don Don, and you're listening to Massive Metro. Hi, this is Clayton Leonard, and you're listening to Massive Metro.
I mean, like, babona something.
Kululeko my brother njalo mbuso chairman my chairman Junior Khanye Masumbuse opening Tso mabhakaza ngizizwa ngijabulile kodwa I'm worried ukuthi ngizizwa ngijabule ukuthi bamxoshile uStuart Baxter ngoba leto beyenza nje abingekho yinhle nje ezochoma ngepast yakhe ukuthi uyena brought i-glory ama-glory days 20 years ago. Thina sifune i-now thina manje yena akalalela abalandeli benze kahle nje i-Chiefs imxosha. Yena ngokubona kwami ukuthi kumele silande uKevin Johnson ukuthi ayibo coach wethu ngoba bazosiza nge-development structures. Cela nje iqala balungise development structure ngoba iyona nje ezongasiza kakhulu.
Kuleko my brother kunjani? Sibulise lapho ukhetho ninja. Junior Khanye sibulise top goal scorer of all time eBhakania, the legendary Tso Vilakazi, offensive player Khanye nomjust behind the scene. Sibonge ithuba ku Massive Metro with Disk TV. Mina ngubahlo soGomora Alexander. Backside to go. You know when you start throwing tantrums and disrespecting the fans, because I can't with that comment that she post match after Super Sport. Before that match, which I'm a fan of the ball, so I was totally serious with their comments on social media, which means first of all that's disrespect number one. Then you lose, then you come there and say whatever you said. You don't bet the job, so you had to leave. Bang and later different because the Chelsea was playing the very same type of football. They be on European football, defensive approach. Football at least was winning games, but defensive style of approach, no Gavinan nice defensive style of approach, even though Gavinan
Nkululeko studio no Tso kanye no Junior. Isinqumo esithathwe eKaizer Chiefs ekutheni ixoshe umqeqeshi uStuart Baxter kube isinqumo esihle kakhulu, kodwa akumelanga ukuthi ahambe yedwa. Kumele ukuthi kube khona amanye amadoda amlandelayo kusuka kubadlali naku goalkeeper coach uLee. Hayi seku right manje. Ebese ngithanda ukusho ukuthi iChiefs iyobe yenza iphutha elikhulu uma ngabe mhlambe ingafuna omunye umqeqeshi ngaphandle. Bengingafisa ukuthi inikezwe uAthazwane ithuba aqhubeke noma mhlambe ngamnikeza noma a 2-year contract mhlambe just 1 or 2 seasons sibone, but kuzomela ukuthi ithenga abadlali ngoba iChiefs baningi kakhulu abadlali okumele ukuthi bahambe lapha. Baningi kakhulu abadlali okumele bahambe, baningi futhi abadlali okumele ukuthi bathengwe. But lokho kumele ukuthi kube i-decision kaAthazwane ukuthi ufuna muphi umdlali, imuphi umdlali afisa ukumthola, athenge labadlali ebese yaqhubeka eqeqesha iqembu. Sekuyithuba leli lokuthi uzwane njengoba wayekade egrunywa bemgruma, ithuba ke leli lokuthi ke anikezwe ke isikhathi sokuthi asebenze manje. Ngiyabonga uThobani lo akwaThusini enquthu, ngiyabonga. kanye nebandla cha mina ngithi kube isinqumo esihle kakhulu ukuxosha uBaxter lapha so umuntu ofanele uthathe intambo lapha ku Kaizer Chiefs on a permanent basis not ukuthi ebe yibambela uAtazwane eselekelelo lapha no Dylan Shepard uma behluleka ukwenza lokho ukuthi uAtazwane ethathe umsebenzi ngokugcwele kofanele uAtazwane beno Dylan Shepard befuna umsebenzi sami because shothi ubona umsebenzi wakho awukho valued ku Kaizer Chiefs. Ngibonga Junior Khanye nebandla.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and a few ladies here and there as well were sending us their reactions. There's so many people actually as we're doing this show that are watching and reacting at the same time. It's a pity that we can't read really the YouTube messages because of the limitations and also just the time limitation. I think that's the most important thing because every time we go live, we get like 500-600 comments on Facebook Live because we have 1,200 people watching throughout the show on Facebook. There's around 600 and something people watching us on YouTube as well. And of course, there's so many people listening live on Massive Metro. So we really appreciate that. We're cutting those voice notes short because of time and so many of them that we're trying to squeeze them in. But we do get the point. Very quickly then, without wasting time, the issue with one is coming up here on the comments, gentlemen. Let's dig in. So let me start with you. When you were saying One, give him some time beyond this season. Interim, he must come back next season.
Gulego, if sifuna uAtazwane have an experience, uzothola phi?
Not ku Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay, uzothola kuphi? Because that's where he is now.
Baroka or something.
No, Baroka right. Right Baroka lapana no coach lapana mkhulu lapana
your comment, sir. It's your comment.
Gulego, mina I'm saying we always say I don't know, maybe Kuluma, we don't look at it and we don't act on it. We always say we learn from overseas. Okay. If Barcelona did the very same thing. Guardiola. Nabo Enrique.
Xavi.
Manje Xavi manje. Real Madrid did the very same thing with Zidane. So why can't you do that? Ayenze na Chiefs. La abamnikeza the good support. Asho other ukuthi who are the people that he thinks he can work with and deliver. Bam supporting whatever le ayifunayo and then we can see ukuthi uAtha uyapick.
How many years did you play for Orlando Pirates? So
9 years.
9 years. There were legends always on the bench at Orlando Pirates. At some point, even Opara was there.
Yeah.
Upra Debza as well was there. Orlando Pirates is a complicated club. It's a big club. Yeah. Beautiful football club. Do you remember any point in your 9 years Orlando Pirates betata umuntu na 35, 39 who is a former player as a head coach?
No, they didn't.
Okay, there you go. Why do you think that's the case?
No, well,
complicated environment.
Well,
big club.
Yeah, it's a big team. There's a lot of things that's going on in the team. But why let's do that. It's good when you give somebody who's been there in the team, who knows the culture of the team.
Why did Pirates not give Upra Debza, who won a double treble, an opportunity?
I don't know why Pirates didn't do that, but I still believe Guti Bobana opportunity to do that. There's a lot of Amalicent that are qualified as coaches, that they know the culture, they know the philosophy of the team, that they can put a good structure for the team to move forward. It's up to individual. I mean, like Pirates, they can decide to do that because one way or another, there's that corner that each and every chairman or each and every team, they need to turn in that corner. And that corner is when they need to introduce a young coach. Whether they like it or they don't. But I'm telling you, Gulego, if they need to change our football, we need new blood in the system now. It's time now.
Thank you very much. So I love the passion there. So, Junior, Athazwane, what does the future hold for him? Because Guzobe goes two or two as an interim. Yeah. Beyond Ugubai interim manje until the end of the season, not Dylan Shepard. What happens at some point in Athazwane?
Yeah, I think challenge us to tell the truth. So Nyamuzuti now Atha is gonna be pre-kid for him. If he's not gonna make it there, the career will be which is very difficult. Number one, he will never take decision himself alone. They will tell him what to do. They will sign players without even him wanting those players. If management they identify, they will sign. That's how big Kaizer Chiefs it is. Uata is up. He's done well as a footballer. Nglalile no Ata, make no mistake, he has achieved. Mina benga mind with Kaizer Chiefs making Ata as a scout now we see a site. Mabafuni player okanye aba analyze lama game that they mhlambe let's say they playing Sundowns next week idlala namazulu currently aba analyze those videos abanike give feedback, but being a head coach kulama expectations the Kaizer Chiefs now manje it's going to be very difficult kule kubafuna trophy. Players are frustrated. Can Ata take out the best out of those players confident down kanje? And Ata lama players wafuna, because I know Ata is going to use his MTC players. That's what he believe. But those players icathulo zabo zinkulu kakhulu na ukubuyisa iGlory Kaizer Chiefs na. Ama fans job we stadium when Ata can throw a game, ama supporter expect ukuthi angaywini reaction yakhe izoba njani na. When Ata can lose one game, reaction ka Ata izoba njani na. Because important uyicheka lapho ngoba angeke ubheke ukuwina kuphela. When he wins you might think ukuthi good, but when he lose 3 games in a row, can he come back and restore himself ukuthi yazini ngoba iyama experience. That's why but to coach, in order for you to coach Kaizer Chiefs, you need a big heart. You need to be experienced. Was the club, was the culture club. So easy.
So he does tick 2 of those boxes. We as a club, we as a culture club.
But the experience, angazi lapho ngithi yiko ngithi for uGrandi being a scout or aba analyze lama game lawa, let's say badlala namazulu currently amazulu abazadlala kanjani, ayo analyze abuya batshela ukuthi feedback injani or mabafuna iplayer bathama ukukhuluma nalo. But being nabona nabo kuba interim coach manje, him and Dylan is good. Akunama expectations. Uata is gonna uyobatshela ukuthi I'm playing mina ngiyofa confident ama player. I'm sure there's no mandate to him. But yena uyopushela ukuthi afuna ukuprove, but kuleko Uata just ukuthi angazimosheli. Abo CMA to start ku Celtics. They build a good profile. He took out the best players, the best out of those players. Bafuna bolitswalo, Ndumiso Mapeni wa enjoy ball yakhe naye. Epotsane Sundowns ke amfuna. Lo mfana lo uba what his name.
There's a lot of players. Ubongani Sam, Ungobeni left as well. Tso Vilakazi, all of the players that were
why
under
now
him.
with Arrows he can't do it? He went too cheap, why he can't do it? We need to be honest. Cheaper nyayibona, but at Arrows there are many ball players who cheaper.
So let me just put something to Tso as one thing that you mentioned. We are believer Maratu Junior, they will sign players for him because ubuyena bakhe uyintwana in the eyes of those owners. He is their kid. He came from there. And umangabe bebabhatala Stuart Baxter 200,000. They are not going to pay him 200,000 yena. He's in an inferior position to negotiate himself a better place. He's not going to sign his own players. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, Nkulego, you know, the problem is that when we hear now in teaming and a coach, then we hear Uguti team if you sign a certain strike, something is wrong. Because manje, Ubanote couldn't get a player in the system that team na ngutso en coacha nya coacha manje ku Pirates bese Pirates kuthiwa game bafuna balanda uMakgopa for mina. I'm just making an example. UMakgopa ezelaphaya. I mean ku system ya Makgopa ngeke azafit. But it means ukuthi I team yona siza uMakgopa fit ku system ye team. Then it tells you something is wrong somewhere.
So do you agree with what Junior is saying? They are going to pick players for him because the profile yakhe issue ukuthi kumele bamlawule, even though it's not the right thing. They are going to tell him what to do.
Unfortunately not ukuthi Nkulego ngoba azobe amncane as in terms of the experience. Ushilu Gavin Hunt, they were telling him what to do.
Yeah, even him.
Okay.
Four-time league winning coach.
So, but Ushilu Gavin Hunt bebangitshela what to do. So that's why it's time now that they need to turn that corner.
All right, let me do a favor. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me do a favor because I can see the time. Let me just play 2 more people because there's so many of these voice notes, and then we can wrap up the conversation. We have 5 more minutes left. 2 voice notes. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show.
Bulisu Nguleko, Bulisu Junior, Bulisu Nalengwe, Tso Vilakazi, Bulisu Nabanya was a studio. Kevin Johnson hayi coach right for Chiefs ngoba ndiyazi athazona ngeke abamthembi or ndiyazi kwenza but ngeke bamenza beyicoach athazona ndiyazi kuba kuthini no Junior angayizama iCV yakhe la yabo but uTso yena makazama iCV yakhe ayisela ki-Pirates ngoba Monday savuka igxothiwe la Thusam leya uFadlu noNcikazi.
Sure, good luck, my brother. Sure, bro, Junior Khanye. This is the best decision ever that Kaizer Chiefs have made this season. Then Dr. Leah didn't have any idea what Wamela yenzeni. Wabona a team of Chiefs caliber playing with more than 7 defenders. Imagine playing against a weak team like Marisburg. You are defending. What are you defending? From even from day one, wakamele njinga coach angi Chiefs. Bekamele ngafuthi ngabuyanga. Iphilosophy yale ngwenya le ayabheda.
Molweni Nkululeko my brother Tso Vilakazi Junior Khanye. Yeah, Junior Khanye wayibona isenzeka into ezenzeka kwi-Kaizer Chiefs ibhlungu because uzibona senzeka wambona uGavin Hunt ukuba are you right coach uquestionile nobuya kuka Stuart Baxter ukuba uBaxter uyapi. I think i-replacement zakhe uStuart Baxter mabaye between uDan Malisela kunye noEric Tinkler, not uAthazwane as a head coach. uAthazwane makaqhubeleke as assistant coach because team yabo right now need a proper coach, not assistant engu-Athazwane. Makaqhubeleke.
Hater, this is Renelwe Yelo Tsolonyane, and you're listening to Massive 11, the mecca of football lovers.
All right, thank you very much for those voice notes. I tried, I squeezed 4 of them with the little time that we have. Yeah, gentlemen, yeah. I thought we were going to talk Pirates and Sundowns as well in CAF, but at least the consolation there is that this weekend will bring you those matches. 2-1, Sundowns is trailing Petro Atletico. Tso Vilakazi and Tukutuku Khanye will watch that match for us at 6 p.m. At 5 p.m, Umachaga and Junior Khanye will be watching Kaiser Chiefs taking on Stellenbosch as well. Try to, spread our resources. That's what I mean. Where to from now? Besides, by Stellenbosch. But again, from here, where to for Kaiser Chiefs as it relates to a coach? When that's all you were saying, Athazwan.
Ngolego, manje, it's up to Chiefs. Where do they want to see themselves in the next 5 years? If they want to be somewhere in the big stage in the next 5 years, I'll give them a very good advice. Very good advice. Is available coach Kevin Johnson. Uzipho Dlangalala ukhona available.
So usathethe ngathi
Tatu Arthur Mbekela. Yenzo Arthur coach. Take these 2 guys with mamelani la. Ngicela ukuthi lisilungise lo mfana lo. I'm telling you. Remember, why ungizwa ngisho kanjalo? I've seen umsebenzi ka coach Kevin Johnson. Umsebenzi ka Zipho Dlangalala nyawazi. Arthur I've seen ukuthi Arthur is okay. Asimbeke coach, give him good experienced guys to help him. Then we will see the best of Chiefs in the next 3 to 5 years.
Mr. Khanye?
If not,
I think Farouk is the most coach that is successful in terms of taking players to Europe. Abuluta Singh badlala ku big leagues in South Africa regularly. Bompetha ngoninyi intwana ujunini idlala ku Prague ku number 10. Star player ucethu recently na 15 years. Successful.
Kubamelo Kodisang.
Yeah, Faruku since he has left the development year, we need to be honest. Akekho umuntu ofika wafitha like ihlava. Lento anabo Nkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo, yes they are coming, we hears about their, but not exactly. We need to be honest. They sort of into one is a grand up and coming, but look at their age, 23, 24. Can they bring Khan lapayana around structures and development? If
so no more Mulefenseke.
No, it doesn't know the culture of the club. I don't think he can take out the best out of the club. Angeka khona ukutshela abo Stake what to do. And West part umuntu uyambona umlife, we need to be honest. He needed to prove himself much ukuthi angacoach Kaizer Chiefs. Mina ngina history yakhe. I mean I had ukuthi Farouk told me ukuthi he's coach iHarmony for 10 years. Ngikhuluma ngeHarmony, development iHarmony. And he had under 20 or under national team.
Yeah, but
now we need to be honest and be realistic. Ukan in terms of identifying a talent. You know how many players that this guy has produced. Ngikhuluma ngama-player afika e-Europe. Ngithi mina Kaizer Chiefs ukhune, he was a star player number 1. He's from his rank Benglanida. Ujabu Wiara, Untlantla was a captain, vice, even sometimes a captain Wiara. Utso a team manager who speak Wiara. Isaac Mabutsa, best right back, you came from there. Angazi Yangchola Nkule Wiara nam. There are many. The list goes on, my brother. Untozo Skakane, Baning Bawiara. Since he has left, can you show me one player that has came there or Pakamistan at the age? Tells you to come back king. So can the restructure development if Afuna is into the current senior side?
And then a coach.
Senior side can they identify me? Kevin Johnson is making a point to so. I wish you pizza if well again say but took break account in the pizza because of a chair. Because under the time we saw no one in for a technical team. So pizza out, but Kevin Johnson so is making a point. Uzipo can go to development structure with Farouk. I love that. We are lazy ball. Kevin go there with assistant yake give mu 10-10s. Other as a scouting, yes. Because truly speaking, I think it can work 10-10s no Siema for me being an assistant.
There you go. We've run out of time. It's a radio show. Thank you so much to everyone who's listened to us. It is KTV, of course, all over social media. Also, it is KTV on YouTube too. Thank you so much for listening to us. Enjoy the weekend.